W&J has lost a lot of its playmakers on both offense and defense from 2013. Who do you look to step up and replace that production this year?
Before I answer that, I want to acknowledge our new athletic director. Scott McGinnis is here. He was our sports information director, just took over as our athletic director. I think he'll do a fine job. I'm a little nervous of all these SIDs that are now athletic directors. Pretty soon Briggs will be the freaking president of the NCAA. So. Change your tie, Briggs, but that's congratulations, Scott. You know, obviously we lose some great players, and that played in a lot of big games the last few years. You can't just replace one of them. You know, we played 7 JV games for a reason, and we recruit numbers for a reason. And our B offense gets almost as many reps as our A offense for a reason. So I hope that they're ready to play. Max Cregan is a fifth-year senior who decided to come back for his 5th year, who 4 years ago was the rave of Western Pennsylvania. How did you guys get Max Cregan? I mean, he's crazy legs Cregan. He really hasn't played up to his ability, and I've told him that, and we've had conversations about that. He was a terrific high school player who had some injuries and has kind of been behind Alex and Danny the last couple of years, but you know, he's back for his 5th year, and obviously, you know, he's key. And then, you know, we have a back named Ryan Ruffin, who probably would have started for 7 out of the 9 teams in the conference last year. He wouldn't have started for us, obviously, or Thomas Moore, but he didn't get a chance to play because he was playing behind Dion. So, you know, we have players there. It's just a matter of them coming and being ready to play. And on the running back situation, where's Dominique at? He leaves? There you are. My brother's the quarterback coach for the Chargers, and they're ready to offer you a contract now. So you don't need to play for Tom. They're ready now.
Coach, entering the season just 3 wins shy of 700 as a program, and looking to become just the 3rd NCAA Division III program to accomplish that, what will it take first to get there, and second, what will it mean to reach that milestone?
I know I went to Mount Union, but I think it's going to take 3 wins to get there.
Awesome.
I mean, to coach at a school like WNCA, it's humbling. It's an honor just to look at, you know, you walk into our gym and you see the 1922 Rose Bowl team. I mean, how many Division III schools can say they played in the Rose Bowl? And it's just very, very humbling to know the tradition, and obviously being part of it, you know, for 15, I think this is my 16th season total at the school, is something special. So it will mean a lot to not only to our team, if we're able to do that this year, which I think we'll be able to, but also everyone that's ever played and coached at that college. I hope when we do that everyone that has played and put on a W&J uniform is proud of the program, because it is a very tradition-rich program, and they've had some great teams, and hopefully we can continue that this year.
Are there any players on either side of the ball that you feel are primed for a breakout 2014 season?
Are you asking me about the quarterback later or not? Is that a question?
Yes.
Is my quarterback question coming later? Or?
No.
All right, well, I'll answer it here. You know, our old sports information director and my new boss always gets on me every time I give a player tons of recognition before they do anything. They end up going right down the toilet there. So, but you know, I'll try it again. Hopefully, Pete doesn't do me wrong. I feel that Pete Cogman, who had to go in and play quarterback for us last year, is as talented as the players I've ever coached. Doesn't mean he's going to be as good. It means he's a special type of player that, to me, only comes around once every 10 to 15 years. He has the Bobby Swallow type of player in him. Now, how good he will be, that's up to me as the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach. But he has the attitude. I remember we're playing the Mount Union game, and we're in a hotel, and first of all, my wife's like, "That's your starting quarterback?" I'm like, "Yeah." He looks like he's 10. Well, I said, "Well, I hope he doesn't play like that." I said to him before the game, I'm like, "You all ready to roll, Pete?" And he's like, "Coach, I played against Woodland Hills twice last year. I'm fine." And I'm like, "Well, nah." He's like, "And they have more NFL players than Mount Union does." I said, "Not by much, but they do." He just has an attitude. He can be really special. and just a matter of us coaching him. He's not got the starting quarterback job won by any stretch. Kevin Meek just played for us in the playoff game against Hopkins a couple years ago. We have some great freshman quarterback, including Alex Ross, who led the Whitfield in passing this year at Beaver coming in. So he's not guaranteed to be the starter, but he has a chance to be special. Other than him, we have a young man named Bryce Merrill who missed the first 5 games of the season last year when we struggled a little bit defensively. And all of a sudden he comes back in week 6, and all of a sudden we become a pretty good defense. So he has a chance to be very special too. And obviously, John has gone under the radar a little bit. We've had some other offensive linemen who've had some recognition both preseason and last year, but John is every bit as good as them. And John's an overachiever. I mean, he really is. He doesn't look like much. I mean, his girlfriend's real cute. Look at him. I mean, his girlfriend was one of my wife's favorite students at Ambrose, so I can teach him about that. But he's an overachieving type kid, and I think he's ready for a really good season also.
Coach, last question. 3 of your first 4 games are at home, meaning a lot of important road games down the stretch for you guys. What will need to happen for the Presidents to secure a 3rd straight PAC title?
Well, Worcester is going to be a very good football team, so they really have our attention heavily going back. We're going to have to do a good job. We have a ton of ability. We had a great recruiting class. We don't have very many seniors this year. We have, I think, only 12, and that's usually we have 20, 25 seniors. We only have 12 this year. And if one more person tells me how good we can be in 2015, I think you don't care when we're in 2015. I think it's okay, but we want to be good right now. So for us we're just going to have to do a good job coaching. It's going to be on us because we have the ability to do it. We have good players that have waited their turn, and it's just a matter of can we put ourselves in position to do that. There's some talented teams on our schedule. The talent and the ability that Thomas Moore has come back. They're one of the most talented teams I've seen in the PAC in recent years. So it's going to be a challenge, but I think our kids are up to it, and they want another ring.
Coach, thanks. You good? Yep. John, we did save the quarterback question for you, though. You had a chance to work with both Pete and Kevin last season. How important is it to always be on the same page with your quarterback? And how will you make sure that happens?
Well, I think it's of the utmost importance, not for just the quarterback and myself, but for the whole offense to be on the same page. Especially with the kind of offense we run, that fast pace, no huddle, with the multitude of calls that we have. It's really important that we all communicate. And some of the things that we do is make sure that we echo the call down the line so everyone gets it and we're all on the same page for the play.
With 4 starters back on the offensive line, your group is the team's most experienced unit. How important is it to have such consistency up front?
Very important. Like going back to the offense again, it's because we run such a fast pace. It's important that we get to the line, we get down, we run the play, we stay with the ball, and then we get back on the ball once the referee places it down. We're very fast paced, so it's important to stay consistent in that way so that we keep our momentum up in the game and kind of tire the other team out.
As an offensive lineman, when you have inexperienced skill players, how do you make it as easy as possible for them to get comfortable with the offense?
I know as at one point being an inexperienced player that sometimes it can make you feel like you're on an island. So it's very important that to make your new teammates not feel that way. And and I think a lot of the players would agree with me in saying that football is a lot about not thinking and just playing. So you do all the mental stuff during practice, during the week, and by come Saturday, it's instinctive.
John, last question. What is one goal that you have set individually and one goal you've set for the team going into 2014?
One goal personally is just staying healthy. I know I missed the game last year, and nothing pains me more than having to sit on the sideline hurt while your buddies out there work their tail off and have all the fun. while you're just sitting there watching. And as a team, if you go into our weight room, we have a wall, and it has ECAC bowl appearances, playoff appearances, and then there's the Stag Bowl, and it's blank under it. So I think a good goal for the team, and what Coach always sears into our brain, is to make it there. So I'd like to put 2014 under that this year.
Coach John, thank you guys. Washington and Jefferson will open its season on September 6th at home against Worcester.